Hello, and welcome to Falling Star Tarot. This is your this week's focus reading. Next week we'll resume our Halloween-themed readings. Meanwhile, readings are BOGO until the end of October. And we're going to do something a little bit different this week. We are going to choose a star, and then using our focal star, we will be tossing the tiny tarot at it to see what you need to focus on this week. Okay? I also have an oracle which will help you choose. If you don't want to choose through these colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Yes, those, I know they don't show up quite. I'm going to try to bring them out in the video and if I can, but the green almost doesn't look like green to me. Anyways, when you figure out your pile, click the corresponding timestamp down below, and if it does not resonate with you, keep in mind that this is a collective reading. But let's see what you should be focusing on this week. Okay, to use the oracle, all you need to do is just pause the video, and then whatever color you land on, whatever is closest to you, that is the color of your pile. Now if it's between a couple, go ahead and pause it again, or do it a few times and see what you get the most. Alright, I want to take this time to thank everyone who supports my channel. Just you being here and liking this video supports my channel. Comment down below anything you'd like to see in future readings. Let me know how I've been doing, what's been resonating. And if you want to contribute, there are links in the description box for all of that. If you're new here, subscribe to catch me again, and click the bell to see my weekly pick-a-card readings. Hello, those of you who chose the red star. Let's see what your focus for the week is. Okay, we got a few cards. Quite a few cards. We have the Hierophant. So immediately I'm thinking you may be doing something spiritual, something very well established anyways, and yeah, focus on spirituality this week. Knight of Wands tells me that you're going to be pushing through a creative project, and it's going to take the kind of determination that a knight would have. It's the kind of person that kind of goes to war, so to speak. But perseverance and bravery will be needed creatively this week. The Queen of Swords. So that's a very emotional energy. Whereas before we're looking more fire on fire, lots of creativity. Now we've got quite a bit of emotion, but also in the mind. This is someone who has mastered things. You are the queen. You've gotten to the throne. You know how to deal with your emotions and possibly the emotions of others. So I see that vision is going to be going to play a big role in this week. And we have the King of Wands, so we'll be moving up. Yeah, that could be what makes your creative project go a little bit further. Then we are seeing rest. The Four of Swords tells us that you're going to have to rest. So after you get there, it looks like you're going to be completing some kind of passionate endeavor. Something that you've really felt driven to do, and then you're going to want to rest. The foundation of continuing is always rest. So take a little bit towards the end of the week to rejuvenate. Oh, we've got the Lovers. The Lovers can symbolize, of course, love, healing, and balance. I think in this reading, it might be more about healing because we're seeing the rest. Oh, and then we've got the Five of Swords. So there may be a little bit of conflict. I've got to tell you, this card really speaks to me in the way of there really is no winner in a fight. Do you know what I mean? So balance, equilibrium is going to be very important. Viewing the other person as if they could be yourself. I'm going to show you all these at the end. We've got the Moon. This is telling you to trust your intuition. Oh my gosh, the Four of Cups. There is something being offered to you that you just don't feel it. You feel apathetic towards everything. Just take that cup, take the offer, make a decision. Enjoy what you have in front of you. The Queen of Cups, wow. Emotions are going to be running very high. This is going to be something that's going to be difficult for you to face. Because it could be that things in your life are not as they seem to you. They are much, much more appreciable. So practice a little gratitude as we get, I think that's this on the end of the week energy. Take a rest, practice gratitude for where you've gotten yourself to. And it looks like there's going to be more balance, more agility. You're going to kind of become, I want to say, like the entertainer. And it could be that you're going to have a couple, like either have a couple jobs or so many things to do work-wise, as far as even just taking care of your own materialistic things like your household, your possessions, your holdings, whatever you might have in this world, earthly-wise. Because Pentacles are all about money. You're going to have things in balance by the end of the week. Okay? You're going to get to that point. All right? So I hope you're grateful for the balance that you find in your life. I hope this week finds you well, and you do take time to yourself and to your spirituality. That's going to keep all of those endeavors pushing forward. Okay? I hope you liked this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what resonated, subscribe to catch me again. Thanks for continuing to support my channel. Click the links if you would like to. Have fun. Hi to those of you who chose the orange star. Let's see what your focus is going to be this week. Oh, that's quite a bit to focus on. Okay. The Page of Wands. You could start something new creatively. And this is something you haven't you're not a total beginner in, but you are a little young at it, a little naive. Something earthly, I'm thinking, And you may feel overburdened by all of the response and the work and everything, all the efforts that it takes to get this flowing and moving. It looks like there's going to be a lot of messages coming in. So, this is a lot of Wands energy. So if you don't have a lot of fire signs around you or creativity, maybe it's the moon. Something is coming in and really energizing your creativity. But I see a lot of messages coming in. You might receive something from like new clients, people that you haven't talked to in a while, new friends, maybe even just emails. I mean, but I feel like you're going to get just a lot of stuff done, and there's going to be a need for swiftness. Yes, and you're going to be making connections. Okay, networking, teamwork. Ooh, and we're leveling up. I like this. So from the Pentacles, we go from 3 to 4, and you're reminded to ground yourself and keep stability as a part of your week. Oh, this is perfect. And it seems like you might have a choice to make. Okay? There might be like a fork in your creative road where you have to decide, am I going to go on this journey, or am I going to go on this other separate project? Like, am I going to take on this new client, or am I going to stick with, what I know? Am I going to add this new thing into my repertoire, or am I going to continue to do the same that I've done, or am I going to go branch off over here? You might even have like someone come in with all these messages and offer you something. A job, one of these connections could get you in the door with something, and you've got to decide if it's going to be worth your time and effort, especially with that oppression card being there. Oh, and we see you walking away from something. You will walk away from the opportunity that does not serve your heart. So make this decision with your heart as you look out and you think of all the worldly things. Make sure that you're following your heart. That's the message here. Your intuition and your heart know. And you are the magician. Oh, that's amazing. You've got all those wands and the magician. So I think you're going to be working some magic this week. You're going to be manifesting. You've got the eternity symbol on your side. So these are going to be lasting changes brought from your vision, your mentality into the world. So watch your words, watch your doings. You are making stuff happen this week, especially midweek. And we've got the Fool. That's like 1 and 0. So, that's kind of interesting that you have the choice, your walk away, you have a new beginning, and get to practice new skills and bring things into fruition. And you're like the Fool on his journey, carefree, baggage-free. I like how it comes out with the connections. Like your networking is going to be very lighthearted. And we have Temperance. Temperance always reminds us to do everything in moderation. So while you have this carefree attitude and are nonchalant and, adventurous and kind of spontaneous, that's all very good. But do everything in moderation and keep in mind that you are mixing a bunch of elements together here to create something. Like if you were in a lab, you would want to know the elements before you started mixing them together. That's what I'm getting with this. You can look up Temperance, because I believe that's going to be their overall message for this week. It's a beautiful card. It has a lot of attachments to it. Like there's a lot of signs attached to it. I'm thinking mostly water signs, some fire. Numerical value is 14, and we did see a 4 and a 1, actually 2 1s. So that's rather interesting. I don't think we got a 5. No. But this is good. We got 2 8s. That might be significant to some of you. All right. I really think I see you going upwards all week, making tons of progress. Whatever decision you choose, I think you're going to be in a good position to make it work for you. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to catch me again. Until next time, have fun. Hi to those of you who chose the yellow star. Okay, let's see what your focus is going to be this week. Get a few cards out. Let's see what sticks. Everything outside the star, we're just going to put back in. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So you may be worried about things you're not able to do. It seems like some things are out of your reach, out of your skill level, or you just feel like it's just not possible for you to do. You really have something holding you back. Almost like you have an inability, if you know what I'm saying. And you may be very worried about money. Okay, so you're starting your week off a little worried. We've got the 5 of Swords. This showed up in the last reading, I think. Last or first. So if you're drawn to another reading, you might want to check. This is basically coming in 2 5s, by the way. Oh my gosh, that's 55. That's a master number. But you're being reminded that there really are no winners in fights, you know? Like, if you go to war or you get in an argument or you get physical with someone, there's really no winner. So you may experience some sort of a loss and feel out in the cold, but you have more than those who walked away with what you had, if that makes... They were not winners. They didn't win right, and it's not going to treat them right, and you are in a better position than the ones that you feel defeated you. And that might be why, like, sometimes we don't feel like anyone's really supporting us. Well, you're asking to be, like, appreciated more than the underdog. Do you know what I mean? So if you can picture that, you're saying, I didn't like how this goes. You know, I did not like how this went. No one did. There were no winners. But I see it's going to keep causing you a little bit of trouble. I probably won't focus on that. You might get in your head about it a little. And if it starts keeping you up at night or worrying you, if you have bad dreams or anything like that about it, I want you to know that you have a right to feel bad about it, but you also have a right to feel good ultimately. With this card, you're causing yourself undue stress, and you're not realizing that you're stronger than those around you. You have that, and we have that. We have hope with the star. So the star is telling you to, trust yourself, trust the healing process, replenish yourself. Maybe, I always think when I see the star card, it's a great time to go to the beach or something like that. If you just even have a pampering routine, that's usually a good thing. But you're going to get the attention that you deserve and have been longing to receive. Being a major arcana card, that's a good sign. And we have a choice, kind of like a stalemate. But in the stalemate, there is peace. Yes, with the 2 of Swords, we have peace, we have harmony, we have balance, we have what I think is kind of interesting is it looks like the 2 swords that you walked away with back here. Let me show you that. See, the 2 swords that you had back then, well, now you're ready. It's kind of like you became a ninja because of what you lost. You now know how to deal with that, and you may be able to teach others how to deal with it. We've got the Knight of Cups. I believe this is telling you to push through and know that you have enough to offer. You care for those around you. You are determined and you are kind. But you kind of have a message to take forward. This is how I'm seeing the Knight this time. You have a message. Persevere with your heart. And take that message forward. Don't be afraid to. Oh, I have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is always reminding us to... Actually, I was just thinking these 2 cards could represent a couple. And that could be a water sign, or sometimes I think like a yin type fire sign for the Queen of Wands. I'm not sure why, but this is a well-decorated individual. So I'm thinking that if this is you, you're going to come out of this very good with a lot of, kind of like a lot of acclaim. You're going to have a posse, so to speak. So you're not going to feel alone and out in the cold by the end of this if you take the message from your heart. I think the big message here is speak from your heart, not from your fears. You know, don't talk about what kind of nightmares you have and what kind of fears and worries you have, what's been troubling you, but talk from your heart with that Knight of Cups, and you will be well decorated, well supported. You will have people around you who just adore you for your creativity and your nurturing abilities. This could also be a couple, though. And if you have a choice towards the end of the week, this could signify some new friendship or relationship in your life. And that could be just exactly what you need with a week like this. Okay, so either way, I think you're going to be turning things around just fine. When I see the 2 of Swords, there is nothing better than a stalemate. Nothing is better than everything being equal. You're on equal footing. Well, you should just fine. Because sometimes you're actually a little bit in trouble if you're ahead of the game because you're bound to win and people get upset. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I see for you for this week. So try to focus on speaking from your heart. Communicate what your real truth is, not what you're afraid of saying to someone. And that doesn't mean that you have to listen to them just because you spoke from your heart. You don't have to be that vulnerable. You're actually more vulnerable communicating your fears. So I hope this helps you with your week. I hope everything is well with you, and I hope you have fun. Okay, if this video added value, I'd love it if you would give it a thumbs up and comment down below what did resonate with you. Check out any of the other piles if you would like. All right, have fun. Hi to those of you who chose the green star. Let's see what your focus should be this week. We've been getting pretty good weeks out of everyone. I'm just going to pull some cards and toss them at my focal star. Let's see what we got. Okay. Ooh, one sticks out immediately. I'm going to put them on here so we can see them all in a minute. We have Death, starting off the week with a heavy transformation, something that makes you feel like you've incurred a bit of a loss, okay? maybe you just feel done in even and aren't really sure how to continue on. The truth of the matter is you have it in you to transform and rise like a phoenix. So don't forget that, you too have a dark side. And as long as you face it, I think you're going to come up out of that just shining, just brighter than ever before. We got the Ace of Swords, perfect. So you'll be cutting through illusions, maybe getting that new idea. But definitely a victory, a well-earned and deserved victory is in the beginning of your week. So that's a perfect card to see after death. Oh, we have the Emperor. The Emperor. Oh my goodness. So this card speaks to me of you being in charge. You are the boss. You make things happen, you know what I mean? You are in control. So this is perfect after a victory. You're kind of going to be sitting on your throne, and this may be a reminder to sort of mentor to those around you and be a fair and kind and just ruler. Especially if you haven't been feeling victorious at the beginning of the week. You might, by the middle, have a little bit of a hard time grasping that concept, that mentality, but it is there for you. The King of Pentacles. How perfect is this? We've got two characters on a throne, mastered things, well decorated. This is money. This is fortune, financial security. You should be good towards the end of the week. Something is going to come through for you. But I see that you're going to be walking away from something that does not suit you. At the very end of the week, I believe you're going to be leaving something behind that just doesn't serve your heart. Now, you might be getting offered quite a few things here with this Emperor and King of Pentacles energy. So don't worry at the beginning of the week. Just trust your intuition when it comes down to it. Oh, we've got the Page of Swords. So we could have an air sign. There's a lot of air going on here. A little bit of water and earth too. Fire even. We got all the elements. All the elements showed up. So Page of Swords makes me think that, a new mentality is on the rise. You're going to have kind of a young outlook on things. You could have some young air sign come into your life too. But I think this is more about what you want to focus on. And I believe that you really are going to, you're going to grasp new concepts and have new visions like you never did before. You're going to want to help those around you. You might even end up apprenticing a little, because even though you've gotten up there, there's still a lot to learn. And I see celebration. The Three of Cups is a terrific energy to end the week out with. Especially after walking away from some things. Transforming and then walking away towards the end of the week. You will be well met and have some people to celebrate with. This is connecting with the heart, building relationships. I don't know if I can get those to focus. I kind of want to get a macro camera out for these. But anyways, I think this is going to be a terrific end to your week. I'm glad we ended on such a good note. Do go out, take time to celebrate. Find people who understand your heart and do understand theirs. We're all kind of in it to win it. But we all have, things that are important to us. We all have sort of an innocence in us. So maybe that's a little extra message, is to view others as innocent and as assets in your life, and not to, feel prejudices toward them if they aren't exactly like you are. Bond with them anyways, and share your love with them. But yes, go enjoy yourself. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what resonated with you. Check out any of the other piles if you would like also. Okay, until next time, have fun. Hello to those who chose the blue star. Okay, let's see what your focus should be this week. We're just gonna choose some cards and throw them at the focal star. Whatever lands outside, we are going to ignore. We should ignore everything that's outside of us, I think. Don't let it come on in. Okay. I like how they're all face up. First, we have the High Priestess. Okay, you're being told to trust your intuition. You can see what no one else can see in a way. So keep that in mind as you go into the week. You sort of see beyond things, and people might find you a little bit of an advisor. But you have that mysteriousness figured out. You know the light and the dark, and what is in both of it, and how to kind of meld it together in a way too. Then we have strength. Wow, you've got a great week planned. Strength is the kind of energy, you're kind of talking the lion's mouth open. So utilize this energy if you can to speak with empathy and deal with others. Oh, I bet those need to be in a different order. Okay. And deal with others, and make your decisions with empathy and consideration. I feel like there is another manifesting sign on that. Yes. So I believe you might be manifesting things. You could be bringing some things into fruition and making some things happen for you early in the week. And this is sort of like, accomplishing the impossible. You're against all odds, but that doesn't trouble you. You have, this is all crooked. That troubles me. You have what it takes to accomplish these things. You might be advocating. Wow, this has come up in quite a few of the readings. If you were drawn to any other piles, do check them, because we have the Five of Swords in at least 2 other piles, I think. But the Five of Swords is that there's going to be some conflict, some loss because of this conflict. Or maybe this has already happened, but I think that you're going to notice something about this conflict. You're going to notice that you are kind of having the upper hand, whereas before you thought, man, I incurred this loss. Well, what they gained did them no good, and it did you some good. You are in a better position right now. I mean, you have swords and they're walking off without swords. They're just as defeated, if not more, than you are. You've got the upper hand, and sometimes that's hard to see. And we've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups signifies, I believe, someone who knows your heart. Now, if this is you, you may very well master your emotions towards the end of the week and be exactly the kind of person that someone wants to meet. You may be everything to someone. You may become kind of like their dream connection. And we've got the World. So the World is telling me that you are going to really have just all the support you need. When the World comes up, it's kind of completion. This could be travel. It could be whatever goal you have been waiting for and wanting I believe is coming to you. This is like true abundance, true happiness, everything. Seeing the world next to the King of Cups means I think you're going to be in like the world to someone. Oh, that's perfect. And we have the Two of Cups. Wow, we have some true love in your life. Oh, and our last card came out, and it came out reversed. I haven't really noticed that about the other ones, so I think I'm going to take it reversed. It is the Ten of Swords. This could mean that more needs to be considered before complete understanding can be gained. You could be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, just too much information. That's a lot of good positive energy, so you may feel a little overwhelmed at first. It's a good time to prioritize before you make any progress or go ahead with anything. So this signifies that you might get lost in details. This could be a new love then, or maybe reconnecting deeply with someone. So please do take your time. I hope you can see these. I'm trying, and I think it's focusing. But yeah, it's not the worst ending note to be told, don't get too lost in the details. Focus on the positive before you move ahead. Take your time. And don't shy away from things because there's so much to learn. You might have a lot to learn about someone or a certain connection that you have with them. And it might be hard to believe that it's true at first. I believe this is telling you to just take your time and sort it out slowly. Okay? I hope this reading brought you some clarity. If it did, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how. Like this video if it added value to your day. And subscribe to catch me again. Click the links below if you would like. And until next time, have fun. Hello to those of you who chose the purple star. Let's see what your focus should be this week. Just gonna get a few cards and throw them at my focal star, and we will take what sticks. Whatever falls in the star, we will keep. Okay, wow. I think we got the A in, was it the first or second reading? I'm going to put them on here and then show them to you. So it looks like you're going to have some messages coming in. Yeah, so you might be making some contact. Things are just going to come at you so quickly. It's going to be almost overwhelming, but now is the time to be quick. Oh, we got the Star card. This shows hope, attention. You could kind of be the star. Do you know what I mean? And it also would be a good time to focus on healing and go ahead and feel inspired. Whatever's been troubling you, take it down to the well, you know, and make sure that you're going after what you believe. Follow that star and be that star. Be that example for others. Be the light in the dark. Okay, the Magician is telling me that, and that is 2 8s, 88 once again. But you will be making things happen midweek. Mind your words. They are powerful. Mind your thoughts. They are powerful. You are manifesting things. Okay? Now you have all the tools and everything. This could be actually like telling you to practice something artistic so that you get good at it. But definitely that spark is there. So utilize your creativity, utilize your ability to manifest things in your life. You are making things happen. You are what's making things happen. And we have the Four of Wands, stability, happy home, happy life. You have built a good foundation somewhere. This is terrific. It looks like you have, you're in a really good position, especially midweek. We've got the Queen of Cups, which is this. That's a lot of water, a lot of emotional energy. This is a very nurturing and giving creature. So, I'm thinking you're being told to open up your heart and help those around you. Mentor them a little, you know? Don't be afraid to be motherly towards those who need you. You have a lot to offer them. You have come a long way, and you have a lot to share. You have the greatest cup in the deck, really. We've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victorious card. Basically, you're going to be handed a victory towards the end of the week. It might trouble you, though. We've gotten this in another reading, too. You and I shuffled those well. I tell you what, you guys are having similar weeks. Now, the 8. Is that another 8? Tell me it's a 9. No, this is a 9. Okay, good. The 9 of Swords is denoting worry, oppressive thoughts, things kind of keeping you up at night, making you sad, feeling overwhelmed. You might have a hard time with this victory. Sometimes we don't want to be handed a victory, you know, just because we're so beguiling and lovable. Why would we want to be handed a victory when we could win? Well, the King of Wands is saying that it's okay. I love how we have a king and queen together. I mean, this could be a happy couple. You could have, you and that could be fire and water, could be air and water. I see, though, that you are really realizing your vision. So don't get bogged down in what you're thinking about it. It's okay. You have the right vision. You have the clarity with the Ace of Swords to cut through all of the illusions and make things happen. You have chosen wisely. Don't doubt yourself. Let me show you your cards if I can. Beautiful cards. I think you're going to come out really well towards the end of the week. That's a lot of mastery. I mean, that's kind of perfection as far as if you have any creative visions or insights. And definitely nurturing. So you're really going to be on your game towards the end of the week. Don't let what has been worrying you get in the way of what you can manifest. All right. I hope this reading brought you some clarity. Do focus on that positive, mastering your surroundings energy that you have going. I don't know how to tell you how hopeful this reading looks. Hopeful, powerful, and on your throne by the end of the week. That's all just so great. Totally. Okay. If this resonated with you, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to catch me again. Until next time, have fun.